Hi, my name is Miss Bogan. I'm the new librarian for Pennell and Parkside Elementary Schools with Penn Delco. Today we're going to talk about 5 of the books that I would recommend. Most of them are newer books. We have a bit of fiction and nonfiction. Let's start off with The Adventures of Beagle, the Unimaginary Friend by Dan Santat. This is a 2015 Caldecott Award-winning picture book, and it is a powerful and beautiful story about perseverance, friendship, and imagination. We follow along with Beagle, the unimaginary friend, the only one left on the island of imaginary friends that haven't been imagined yet. Beagle decides to set sail himself and go find his own friend, rather than waiting around for her to find him. He navigates through many dangers and many scary situations, but in the end, his perseverance pays off and he does find what he's been looking for. The next book we're recommending is a middle grade chapter book called Pie by Sarah Weeks. Sarah Weeks serves up a sweet and heartwarming story of love, grief, friendship, and mystery in her standalone novel, Pie. When Alice's beloved Aunt Polly passes away suddenly, she leaves her award-winning pie crust recipe to Lardo, her very fat, very grumpy cat. In the meantime, the entire town is left shocked, wondering how do you leave a pie crust recipe, one that could make the owner very rich, to a cat? And then she leaves the cat to Alice. Now Alice has to deal with her grief of losing her beloved aunt and the suspicion and outrage of her community, wondering why she left the cat to Alice. In this story, we see Alice deal with her grief and also with her family, who is no longer worrying about her, and they're worrying about their own needs, trying to come up with their own award-winning pie recipe. It's filled with lots of recipes, great antics with the cat, and a great big mystery. And then the cat is catnapped. The next book we're recommending is a nonfiction book. It's a biography about Benjamin Franklin. How Ben Franklin Stole the Lightning by Rosalind Schonzer. It's true, the great Benjamin Franklin really did steal lightning, right out of the sky. And then he set out to tame the beast. It goes to figure though, because he was a man who could do just about anything. Follow along as many of Ben Franklin's deeds are examined. Not only was he an inventor, but also a politician, musician, printer, cartoonist, world traveler, soldier, and more. The story of how he stole the lightning right out of the sky is brought to vivid detail with the witty dialogue and the funny cartoonish pictures. I personally have never read a more fun or energetic biography of Ben Franklin. The next book I'm recommending is a very special book to Penn Delco this year, Mr. Popper's Penguins by Richard and Florence Atwater. We all have dreams. Some of us dream of becoming doctors or rock musicians or world travelers. Mr. Popper has dreams too. In fact, he has an obsession. He's obsessed with poles, the North and South Pole to be exact. Everything about the poles completely fascinates Mr. Popper. He even writes letters to explorers living on the poles. Then one day, he gets a surprise package from one of the explorers, and inside the package is a live penguin. And they name him Captain Cook and adopt him. But he becomes sad, and so the zoo sends him another penguin. And suddenly 2 penguins become 12 penguins, and now the Poppers have 12 penguins. What will they do? How will they feed them? How will they tell them apart? And penguins really aren't supposed to live where it's warm anyway. What will they do? Will Mr. Popper have to give up the penguins? Will he have to give up his dreams? Anything can happen. And our final book to recommend is The Princess in Black by Dean and Shannon Hale. This is a beginner chapter book. Everyone knows that princesses don't wear black, nor do they ride horses or fight monsters. And Princess Magnolia is just like other princesses. She wears pink and does appropriate princess things. But Princess Magnolia also has a secret. She is also the Princess in Black, a monster-fighting superhero. When the Duchess Wigtower comes for a surprise visit and monsters start escaping, Princess Magnolia has to figure out how to sneak out of the castle, put the monsters back where they belong, and sneak back in, all the while keeping her secret identity completely secret. So there we have it, 5 great books to check out this winter. Maybe we'll get another snowstorm and you have some ideas of what to curl up with next.